Hello, I'm Instructor Ma. Welcome to the World Hapkido News Show, your complete resource for Hapkido news, events, and entertainment. Before we get started, remember to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notifications when we post new videos like this one. Now on with the show.
Hello, I am Richard Hackworth. Today I would like to introduce myself and share with you a little bit about how I got to where I am today. As you know, I am the host of the World Hapkido News Show. You might also know me as the president of the USA Hapkido Union. In the year 2000, I earned the title of Chongkwanjang Nim in Hapkido. I received this title from the Korean-based organization that I belonged to at the time. That is when I became the president and founder of the Korea Hapkido Federation, HaeMuKwan. In April of 2005, I was invited to join the World Hapkido Union. They are the international branch of the Federation of Korea Hapkido. This is a much larger organization than the one that I had previously belonged to. Since March of 2020, I have had the honor of serving in the prestigious position of International Director for the Korean Martial Arts Instructors Association Hapkido program. I manage membership processing, leadership training, school growth and marketing programs, instructor and master's courses. In 2025, I will have the honor of being the primary teacher at the instructor's course, along with our Vice President GM Jae Janat. We will also be instructors for the Korean Martial Arts Instructors Association Hapkido Master's course. Grandmaster Shane Miller and I will be co-hosting the events in Florida. My style is called HaeMuKwan Hapkido. HaeMuKwan means the new school of military arts. It is a self-defense art that uses the martial arts lifestyle as a method of personal development to help students grow in all areas of their lives. It incorporates the most effective elements of many other traditional Korean-based military arts. HaeMuKwan's foundations are the principles of application and knowledge of the 6 tools of Hapkido, with a special emphasis on anatomy and pressure points that make it so effective. That is why Hapkido has been adopted by many international elite military units, law enforcement, and protective agencies. What makes HaeMuKwan special is its early explanation and utilization of key energy in our self-protection concepts and a strict adherence to the intent of the original Korean grandmasters. We do not claim to have discovered anything new, only that we have emphasized many concepts that have become rarely practiced, since many other styles have transitioned to being sports instead of military arts. A special emphasis is placed on the health-improving aspects of key breathing, meditation, stretching, and functional strength training. HaeMuKwan Hapkido practitioners will become fit, physically, mentally, and morally. Our unique character development program, along with leadership training, helps us develop the next generation of professional instructors. My personal goal in the new year is to reach 10,000 people by offering self-defense classes for families to make our community a safer place. Through strong community involvement, we hope to promote the healthy benefits of a martial arts lifestyle so that people become serious about martial arts training instead of simply curious. Up next will be Instructor Ma after these words from our sponsors.
Martial Arts Lifestyle 365, the world's leading martial arts resource.
Well, hello, I am Instructor Ma, your martial arts language, culture, and leadership development teacher. Today's video is sponsored by WorldHapkidoNews.com. Today, I will share with you some teaching tips about how to effectively discipline children. Notice that I said discipline, not punishment. For punishment is done out of anger, while discipline is done from love. And here are some positive discipline methods for children that don't involve aggressive or corporal punishment. We have a few on setting boundaries and encouraging responsibility, and they are: number 1, natural consequences. Let children experience a natural outcome of their actions. 2, positive reinforcement. Reward good behavior with praise, stickers, or stars. 3, clear expectations. Need to establish and communicate clear rules and expectations. 4, active ignoring, meaning ignore minor misbehaviors. focusing on the positive actions. Number 5, logical consequences. You need to impose consequences related to the misbehavior. Next, we have 5 encouraging self-regulations. Number 1, time ins. Have children reflect on their actions and emotions. Number 2, emotional labeling, meaning recognize and validate their emotions. 3, problem solving. Encourage children to find solutions. Number 4, self-monitoring. Help children track their behavior. Number 5, mindfulness. Teach relaxation techniques. Next, we have 5 fostering communication. Number 1, active listening. Listen attentively to children's concerns. 2, the I statements. Express feelings and concerns without blame. 3, open-ended questions. Encourage critical thinking. 4, reflective listening. Repeat back what you have heard. And 5, family meetings. Hold regular discussions. Next, we have 5 teaching life skills. And they are, number 1, modeling. Demonstrate desired behavior. 2, role-playing. Practice social skills. 3, positive self-talk. To encourage positive affirmations. 4, self-care. Teach relaxation and stress management. And 5, responsibility. Need to assign age-appropriate tasks. And next, we have 5 consequence alternatives, which are number 1, timeouts, meaning brief, calm down periods. 2, loss of privileges. 3, restorative actions, meaning apologizing and fixing damages. 4, community service. Number 5, reflection essays. All right, well, here we have additional resources I can give to you. Number 1, Positive Discipline by Jane Nelson. Number 2, No Drama Discipline by Daniel J. Siegel and Tina Payne Bryson. Number 3, Unconditional Parenting by Alfie Kohn. 4, The Positive Discipline Association. Number 5, the American Academy of Pediatrics, AAP, Discipline Policy. All right, well, now remember, 1, consistency is the key. Number 2, set clear expectations. Number 3, stay calm and patient. Number 4, foster a positive relationship. And number 5, be flexible and flexible. Adapt to individual needs. I want to thank you for watching today's video. Please visit our website at worldmartialartsmedia.com. And before you leave, subscribe to our channel so that you never miss any of our videos. Be sure to like, comment, and share with your friends.
If you practice Taekwondo, Tongsudo, Hapkido, Judo, or any other Korean martial art, you will find the top experts in the world in our community at facebook.com/groups/Korean martial arts. We invite you to join today.
Hello again. This is Grandmaster Ronald Stone. One of the topics that we've been asked to talk about are keys to effective martial arts instruction. And I'd have to say this first. Back in the day when I started learning the martial arts, and we're talking 1970, the usual way that the martial arts were taught was the instructor stood up front of the class. You very rarely saw him do anything. And then he had everybody drop and give you 50. And everything was done as a do as I say, because I'm the instructor or I'm the master. And a lot of yelling and a lot of in-your-face instruction went on. And so everybody was proud to say, wow, of 100,000 students that go into the martial arts, only one becomes a black belt. Wonderful. What that means is that the instruction in the martial arts, excuse the expression, sucks. Can you imagine a doctor saying out of every 100,000 people I operate on, only one lives? Or I'm a successful builder. Out of every 100,000 buildings that I build, one still stands. That's a lousy success rate. And what it means is that we were driving our students away or failing to educate them into the benefits of being in the martial arts. A lot of that has to do, as I've subsequently learned over the last, 54 years, that the original instructors that came to the United States had learned their arts during wartime or during the post-war time in Japan, Okinawa, Korea, China, Thailand, Vietnam. And so subsequently, they were learning it military style with your sergeant in your face, drop and give me 50 or else. Do as I say or you're all going to peel potatoes. Well, that doesn't work with students that are, not in the military, and it certainly doesn't work with children. But unfortunately, they didn't know that because they weren't being instructed directly by the heads of their arts or sometimes even by the instructors from country of origin. They were being taught by military instructors. You can't teach that way to children, and you can't teach that way nowadays to newbies. So one of the things that does make an effective martial arts instructor today, I'm not talking about going woke. I'm talking about having patience and enthusiasm. Sometimes even instructors have to drag themselves onto the mat, and I know for a fact that whenever I showed up at my class, when it was my turn to instruct or even assist, the first thing that my instructor did, my grandmaster did, was turn to me and said, okay, put on your happy face, be enthusiastic. Don't sit there and yawn in front of the students. And honestly, after 5 minutes or so of me doing the exercises, I did feel better. I did get more oxygenation and muscle relaxation. But you have to go onto the mat if you're an instructor, and you have to walk the walk and talk the talk, meaning you've got to get out there and you've got to show the students that you're enthusiastic about the exercises before you work out. One time, just a personal note, one time I decided, hey, my instructor's not around. I'm the next highest rank around. I don't feel like doing all these exercises today. Let's just do a quick little loosen up and then get right into it. And by God, by the end of that class, every single one of us was in pain or hurt or injured or whatever. There's a reason for warm-ups. They may be painful, but they will protect your students. So when you're instructing, get out there, put on your happy face, and be enthusiastic. The other thing is you have to be patient. If you're a teacher, your obligation is to make sure that not only your best students, but also your worst students learn. There's no time frame in the martial arts. There's nothing that says you have to be a black belt at the end of 2.5 years, or 3, or 4, or 5. You have to do the best you can do. And an instructor needs to realize that. And he needs to have patience with students that aren't progressing as fast as he would like. It's not about how you would like, it's about how they are doing, and you need to be on their side. An instructor needs to be on the side of his or her students. So I would say patience and enthusiasm. The next is to build trust and rapport. And I guess you build trust by demonstrating to your students that you know what you're talking about and having them develop confidence in your ability. But to be honest with you, even the worst of the martial artists, if they're the only ones that the student ever met, purporting to be an instructor or an expert, then they're going to believe that's as good as it gets. And it isn't until they see their instructor up against somebody who really knows what they're talking about that they start to lose confidence. But that rarely is allowed to happen. But you need to show them that you know what you're talking about. You need to get involved. You need to help with things like articles. You need to participate. You need to show them that you're enthusiastic about your art, not that you're enthusiastic only about charging them and having them show up and building the size of your school. You need to develop a rapport. By this, I mean you need to get to know them by name you get to know their history and you get to know their families. And so I would definitely say another key to being a good instructor is developing a sense of trust and rapport with your students. You need to foster a love of learning. You need to show them that as an instructor, you like to study and learn too. And finally, and one that's really hard, you need to learn how to be a good communicator. There are courses out there that help you with communication skills, but I would say this, in this day and age, screaming at your students, belittling them, degrading them, and having them drop and give you 50 is not the way to run an efficient school. One last thing I would add, try to maintain a sense of humor. You don't have to crack jokes in class. You don't have to distract from class, but you have to be an amiable, friendly person if you're going to have your students enthusiastic about studying with you. Thank you, and join us again.
I'm Instructor Ma, and along with your show hosts and sponsors, we thank you for watching today's show. Be sure to share this with your friends, subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss a single exciting episode. You can visit our sponsors by the following links in the video descriptions.